Now the traders have had a couple of months to digest it. It appears the Shaq strategy must not be working too well. So who do you suppose will lose their job over that? Hi, this is Tim from Trading Strategy Guides. Today I'm going to talk about Shaquille O'Neal and pizza. I like to talk about pizza. It won't be the first time I've discussed the subject, but this time I see a great trading plan that appears to have nothing to do with their Shaq strategy. But first, there are just a couple of other things and an update on a few of our trades. You know, I usually like to read blogs instead of watching videos because I can do them at my own speed. But this helps me considerably because I can speed up my videos when I'm watching them by clicking on the gear icon just below the video and selecting a faster speed. You guys can do that too. Also, stick around for the trading maxim as per usual at the end of the video. And let's take a look at a couple of trades that need updating. Wow, just take a look at Planet Fitness here. After talking about buying on pullbacks, I totally missed this pullback right here. Let me get my little pen out here. This pullback right here, which was right after I talked about buying on pullbacks, I missed it. I totally missed it. So yeah, that would have been nice. It would have hit my first target right in here somewhere. It would be up about $5 right now. But you know what? As the Brits would say, there's no whinging in trading. I just totally missed that. So the thing I'm noticing here, though, is that the steepness, this steep trend right here is on reducing volume. So I'm expecting this to hit a point where it's going to pull back and consolidate. So I'm looking for more of a pullback, maybe 50% of this right here would be nice, or even 50% pullback from down here up in the right spot. So this makes it really difficult to see. So let's spread it out just a little bit. 50% of the first spot is right up in here around 78.64. 50% of this is even nicer, 74.79. I think we're still looking like huge upside because, yeah, but this is definitely getting kind of ballistic right here. So, or consolidation. It may not pull back. It may just consolidate, which suggests an even stronger move. Okay, done with this Halliburton trade. The second half, trailing stop got hit right here for $25.96. It's about a $1 profit. I think I was in at $26.94 maybe, so it's just shy of $1 profit. I don't think this downside is done. Look, this increasing volume here on this down move and this reduced volume on the up move. So we just need to find a good signal to get back in. I'll keep an eye on it. If it pulled back up here to this range, I would be a seller up there for sure. Just watch it. Boeing popped up, hit my stop loss right here on this day for about $7.71 in profit on the second half. Not too shabby, if I might say so. But just like Halliburton, the pop is on low volume. Nothing huge about that. I mean, it was a little bit above average maybe on this day. If this pops back up here to the bottom of this descending triangle, I would consider selling again. So I'm out of this one and watching for another opportunity. Okay, I hope you caught my Twitter post yesterday. I mentioned that I was moving the stop loss up to 7,500 on Bitcoin here. That bearish bar right there made me realize that that I needed to lock in more. I had my stop down here at 6,700. And so I locked in about 2050, and this morning that trailing stop got hit at $7,500 for a profit of about 20.50 on that. I'm glad I moved it. My earlier stop at 6,700 would have also been hit by this spike down for a whole lot less profit. So I'm really happy with this trade. These trades are the reason why I want to let my second half run. I know that sometimes the second half just gets hit by the at break even, and that happens sometimes. But this is the reason why I want to let my second half of my trades run. Also, I usually reserve my trade updates for videos, but this one just seemed imminent to me yesterday. So I wanted to make sure everybody that was following these trades knew that I had made this trailing stop change yesterday. So if you want to keep up with that sort of thing in between videos, follow my Twitter. Is it coffee yet? I will post a link below. Okay, here's Crude. Crude is this is a really good example of how we never know what's going to happen, and we have to allow for any contingency. Okay, Crude totally faked me out on this second trade here. I made first target on the first trade and had that locked in at break even, and I took the second short right here on the break of this continuation triangle right here, on the close below the continuation triangle with big volume, and it was a total head fake, and it popped up here and took me out for full stop on that trade and closed my first trade at break even right here. So I talked about this second trade on Monday's video, and it had all the right signs, so I did nothing wrong. I have nothing to regret here. I took this opportunity and the market just decided to do something else. So we're done with this one for now. So but just remember from this, losing is part of the job. It's just a business expense. If you're not willing to take these trades, these hits periodically, then you're in the wrong business. Okay. Back on April 1st, I analyzed Papa John's Pizza, PZZA. They had just hired the enigmatic Shaquille O'Neal to the board of directors, hoping to garner some public goodwill after Papa John himself, John Schnatter, had made some unfortunate racial slurs during a conference call. Now they're testing Shaq Pizza secretly. They may be secretly testing Shaq Pizza, which is an extra large with sausage and extra cheese. So soon after my prior video, they announced the availability of organic vegetable toppings. So apparently they're the first national pizza chain to do so in the U.S. So they're definitely being proactive in attempting to stop their market slide. In my April video, which I'll link below, I suggest watching for a close below, above the trend line and the 55 price for a long. Well, that just never happened. In fact, this is the day. Let me get my little pen out here. This right here is the day I did that video, and it had pushed down. I was expecting it to push on up to this trend line before it did that. And I was kind of hoping for it to get a close above there, and obviously that didn't happen. Their organic veggie announcement happened on this day, and that obviously didn't arrest the slide either. So it came down, it created this range, it popped up back here and tried to get above this trend line again. In fact, it gapped up to above this trend line on the earnings statement, but then it just dropped right below it. So there was never a close above the trend line, and of course it never got anywhere near the 55 price that I was talking about. So that was a non-trade. So anyway, it looks like we're in a nice little trading range right now, here and here, and the price and the volume and the volatility has been dropping off during the course of this whole thing. So you know what that means, right? The traders are getting bored with this range and they want it to go somewhere else. Now here's the thing, the traders tried to push it back out of this trading range in here, but obviously huge volume spikes down here suggests that the majority of the traders just absolutely didn't want to go there. So I'm thinking down, down, down on this guy. All right. Careful not to get biased. I know that sounds like bias, and it's not. I'm thinking down, down, down because that's what the chart is saying here. And even today, this morning, it's starting to drop below here. So what I'm looking for is a close below the range down in here with volume support. Now that yesterday's push down gave us nice volume. Still early today, the market's just opening up, so we don't have any volume yet on today's move, but remember, we're looking for volume support and a close below this trend right here. Also, if you need details on the stops and targets and trade size and sort of such as that, watch the trade management video from Wednesday. I did training on exactly how I handle these trades. I do it the same way every time. So I'll put a link to that below. It's trading maxim time. Today, trading maxim number 41. When you become lazy, it's disrespectful to those who believe in you. This is another quote that didn't come to me through trading. Again, this one is something of one of my CrossFit coaches posted on Facebook a few weeks ago. As you may know, CrossFit requires a similar level of work, dedication, and discipline that's required in trading. Trading is hard. It requires focus and discipline. You can't let laziness take hold of you. Remember why you started this journey. I started trading to help improve the lives of my family and friends. Some of you may have done the same, or you may have other altruistic reasons. You may have even started it for yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. Whoever you're doing this for, if you get lazy, you're letting them down. Don't do that. Remember, you're watching for Papa John's to close below this range on better than average volume. This could happen today. If you need a reminder about trade size, stops, and targets, check out my trade management webinar video from Wednesday. I'll put the link below. If you've got a day job and don't have time to analyze charts, or if you're like me and you just don't want to sit and look at charts all day long, this could be very helpful. Trading Strategy Guides now offers the Strike Trader Elite Trade Signals service. You'll get Forex trade signals on a dozen or so pairs on several different time frames, all based on the Strike Trader Elite system. Look below the video here for a link to the free signals on the Telegraph application. I'll also post a link to my video that explains the Strike Trader Elite system. Be sure to come back to Trading Strategy Guides every week on Monday and Friday for my analysis videos and Wednesday morning for my training webinar, and check out the blog for great trading strategies. I'll put the link to that below as well. Tell your friends about us and help us make this the best trading channel on the internet. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up below. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.